Gary Denise, for this wonderful evening. It's turned out beautifully. Gary Denise and I actually gathered almost a year ago in Annapolis at the Governor's Mansion. We talked about tonight. We looked forward to it, and I can't imagine a better celebration under a tent in adult Disneyland. With a lesson on seeds and delivery processes. I also want to thank Leroy and Pam for the wonderful evening last night. It was great to see so many old friends and meet new ones. I learned last year at a wedding that love brings people together, marriage brings families together, and that was a great way to start the process, the official process last night. So thank you so much. And then of course to Jordan and Ashley, thank you so much for not only being the reason that we celebrate today, but investing so much time and hard work in putting together the celebration. I had a front row seat into this process, and I'm far from going through it myself. Applications. I know you put a lot of thought into this, and it's truly a labor of love. So thank you once again. So my presence here today is actually because of a mistake. And it was a mistake made 15 years ago. You see, 15 years ago, I graduated high school, and I accepted an athletic scholarship to compete at the University of California, Berkeley. And part of the thing of being a jock is that there are certain perks that come with it. And while the student athletes at Cal are not quite pampered like those across the bay at Stanford, there are a couple of benefits that I did enjoy. Free tickets to football games, priority class registration, but living with an athlete is the greatest of them all. And so I was excited that July of 2000 to receive a packet of information from the athletic department, which included a letter from the housing department, letting me know that my roommate was this guy by the name of Jordan Meyer. So Jordan and I set up time to talk on the phone. We had about a 15-minute conversation. I honestly can't tell you what we talked about in that 15 minutes. All I know, two things. One, turns out he wasn't a scholarship athlete, although he did go on to actually walk on and compete with the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
3 months. Check the box. But I was actually more, I won't say disturbed, but I was more interested in the fact that he sang in a barbershop quartet. So I'm from for those of you who don't know me, I'm from kind of a very special part of the state, a very simple part of the state. For those of coming in from Maryland, it's kind of akin to the Eastern Shore down by maybe Salisbury. And I'm very proud of where I come from, but we don't get out much. And so the only reference point I had for barbershop quartets was the trip I took to Disneyland when I was 8 years old. And you see these 65-year-old men sitting under a gazebo with straw hats and candy-striped suits. So I was absolutely terrified, not by the fact that he wasn't an athlete, but that he would be looking... 65-year-old man looking like he was from Mary Poppins and singing Pony Honey Baby all night. So I got off the phone and I remember talking with my folks, like, what do we do here? So, a mistake has been made. Let's sort this out. And I had two options. The first was that I'd call up the athletic department and complain. The second, that I'd just write it out, see where it went. And so obviously, I chose option 2. 4 weeks later, Jordan and I moved into the dorms together, and it became quickly apparent that we were not alike. we were exact opposites. I would come home from track practice, class, and I want to turn on Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw. And he would come home from the lab and be studying either physics or math, and then taking breaks to read Dostoevsky, all while listening to these guys like Miles Davis and Duke Ellington. But it was in that difference that we actually found a strength and a foundation to build a friendship that endured for now 15 years. And it's because of Jordan that I can credit, I think, finishing college. He helped me appreciate the finer things in life, food, art, barbershop quartet. I actually became a big fan of the men's octet that he sang in. Went to pretty much every performance. He came to a lot of my track meets. And then later in life, Jordan became the friend that when I made the decision to live in, study in possibly the most violent country in the Western Hemisphere, and none of my other friends or family wanted to visit me, Jordan booked a trip where we traveled the country for about 10 days. He's the friend when I've had a couple medical missteps. He's been the one to pick me up and take me to my surgeries and back. And he's been the friend that's been so dependable that his number is the only one that I've memorized, and I put him down as my emergency contact every point. I know that if anything ever went south, he'd be there. So there's a friend that came into my life because of a clerical error. I suppose, it's not customary to focus my words tonight at a celebration like this of love on errors or on mistakes or on accidents. But I do so not only because it explains the origins of my friendship with Jordan, but I think it also reminds us that the people that we meet in our life oftentimes come to us through these once perceived missteps or accidents. It's what we call fate. But I think more importantly, it's considering that while we don't necessarily have a say in who we meet, when we meet them, we have full and complete control over how we treat them, how we develop those friendships, and how we love them. And for that, I couldn't be more excited to say that the friendship and the commitment that Jordan has shown to me over the last 15 years of my life has been absolutely surpassed by the devotion and love that he shows to Ashley. And it's only matched by the devotion and love that Ashley shows to Jordan.
Yeah.
The way that you guys laugh together, cook together, travel together,
What about Winston?
take care of Winston together,
Where you go, Ben?
make delicious bourbon drinks together, is admirable. It's inspiring, and it's aspirational for somebody like me that has not yet made that solemn commitment. You guys, you're absolutely perfect. I love both of you as individuals. You're even better as a pair. I can't totally express how excited I am for you and how much I look forward to sharing many more years with you as your friend. Enjoy the night. Good luck. Congratulations.